My secret marketing strategy for wholesaling real estate. Guys, it's Rick Ginn with Flip with Rick, and you know what to do to continue to receive the absolute best free wholesaling information on the internet. Click that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this video. So you're probably tuning in, hey, what's Rick's big secret? And to be honest with you, I've actually never really publicly shared this one. And it's a strategy I found out actually a long time ago. So let me explain the strategy. It's a little secret niche on a select type of companies that actually have control of the exact real estate you and me want to find. So think about this. We want to find vacant homes. Most of them are neglected or they need a lot of work and they're free and clear. Would you like to find homes just like that? Well, let's just skip to the chase. It's called a bail bondsman. That's right. I said a bail bondsman. Listen, we're in the business of solving problems. So naturally think about it. If somebody's under duress, they're being arrested for some sort of crime, being accused of it, it's not my job to determine if they're innocent or guilty. And honestly, they're innocent until proven guilty. But a lot of these people actually own real estate. They have to post a bond. So let me explain how this works. I'm going to keep it like really simple. So I'm not a licensed bail bondsman, but I can tell you how it works. So when somebody gets arrested, they have to go in front of a judge and they get a hearing and the judge will set a bond. Now, like for simple minor things, $500, $1,000 is not going to require putting up a huge bond. Now, when the crime's more serious, being a major felony, I've seen murder, I've seen all sorts of family domestic abuse, and the more crimes they commit, the higher the bail goes. So you see how this works. So normally a bail bondsman, you go and you buy an insurance policy. And what happens, so if you had a $100,000 bail, they usually charge a 10% premium. So a $100,000 bail would require $10,000 cash, and the bail bondsman will write a policy, they'll post a bond, and they keep the $10,000 bond, assuming the person who's been arrested has to show up in court. The bond is there to make sure people follow through on their obligations with the court. And there's a lot of controversy on how it works. We're not here to discuss that. The problem is when the bond gets around $150,000, $200,000, $250,000, or $500,000. So if somebody had a $500,000 bond, they'd have to come up with $50,000. Most people don't have that. So let's face it, they're under duress, they have problems, and they need to get out of jail. So they need to find someone to either pay the bond in cash, which is very difficult for most people. The bail bondsmen will offer, listen, if you don't have the money, what we can do is look at your real estate, and if it's free and clear or they owe a very little bit of money on it, they can put that up as collateral. So what they do in essence is basically they go and put a first mortgage on the property. It's usually a temporary note. It's usually payable in 1 to 2 years. I've seen them as high as 5. And so if they owed $50,000, they put it on there, but they put the maximum interest rate. There's tons of penalties. It's actually a really expensive loan they're getting. So now the bail bondsman has this property. In the event that the person skips on bail or they wind up going into jail, a lot of times that property has to be liquidated. And what a better opportunity for you guys. We are in the business of solving problems. Do not limit yourself saying, well, I want to help people who got arrested. It's not our business. I just want to help. If they have a property that needs to be sold, you're the guy or the gal that do it. So guys, bail bondsmen, they're everywhere. So start in your own town. So we have 3 local bail bondsmen in my local area, and we formed a relationship with them. And when the market was really soft from basically 09 to 2011, it was actually one of my best sources. Now, fast forward in a hotter market, they still work. You should be asking me, Rick, how did you find this secret? And it's really interesting. Actually, I found it completely by accident. I didn't do it on purpose, and nobody ever taught me this little niche. So what happened is I was doing short sales in 2008 to 2011. I did a lot of short sale flips, and I was coming across properties that had liens on them from bail bondsmen. I'm like, how can that happen? So I sat down with a real estate attorney that explained it to me. I sat down with the title company, and we would reach out to that bail bondsman and try to negotiate. Now, here's the key to these. If you have set up a relationship with the bail bondsman before the property comes up, the bail bondsman, 9 times out of 10, they just want to be cashed out. So not all of them are in it for the real estate game. The key is you have to have a relationship with them, guys. So do not wait till it comes up on one of your properties and you're doing a lien search and your title company tells you or your lawyer tells you about it. Go out, set up a relationship, just get a cup of coffee with them, the normal people. It's really cool when you walk in the shops. They have everything from lawnmowers to guns to jewelries. They wind up, a lot of them are tied to pawn shops. Really, really cool business. And the reality is some people have talked about what we do comparing wholesalers to like the pawn shop of real estate. So instead of doing like lawnmowers, jewelry and guns, we do real estate. So it's a pretty cool analogy. The other way I found it was just typical, as I said, lien searches. I was like, man, this keeps coming up. We need to figure this out. Here's the really cool part. I've found about 25 to maybe 35% of the bail bondsmen are licensed real estate agents, and they're typically the females are licensed versus the males. Now, that's what I found. I don't know if that holds true for the rest of the country. If you want to put in the comments below and let me know. I find it interesting that a bail bondsman would actually be a licensed real estate agent. It's very interesting. And here's why I'm telling you this, like why is Rick telling me this, is they're a licensed real estate agent is they're actively working the real estate to put it up for the bail bondsman and vice versa. So why not form a relationship with them? Every one of these properties I bought through a bail bondsman, 9 times out of 10, they're vacant, they're run down, and they need to be sold quickly for cash. And what a better situation, guys. Bail bondsman, you heard it here first at Flip with Rick. It is a very, very, very niche market. If you go out and meet with them and form a relationship, it will get you so much further. And you got to understand, you can't just meet with a bail bondsman and expect them to hand you a list of 10 properties. It doesn't work that way. If you become friends with them by building a great rapport, find a connection with them, maybe you buy something if they're tied into a pawn shop, something you need your business or something you need for your family, you'll form a connection with them and you'll become friends with them. A lot of these places, they have a bail bonds. So in our local area, one of our biggest ones, they have 4 different offices in the surrounding area. I guarantee they come across people that need large bail money posted and they're looking for real estate to put up. So you understand they're just a lien holder on the property in the first position. And if they need to sell it, you would be the best person to put together. Also, remember, they have a connection with the person who needs the bond, the person that's being detained, and they usually have very good control of them, just like a real estate agent would do it. So guys, I want you to think about this. It's never been talked about, and I'm sharing it with you here. And I've been told I could do a course on this stuff, and no, guys, I'm telling you right now, spend the time, put the investment in. I've been doing this business for 18 years. You might not get a deal today, you might not get it tomorrow, but I promise you, if you put in the time and get to know these people and become friends with them, when they have a property they want to get rid of to cover expenses, stuff like that, and they know you're a serious wholesaler and you'll get it done and you're there to truly help people and solve problems, it is a huge win-win. So here's what I need you to do. This is really, really simple. Just pull up all the bail bondsmen in your area. The simplest way is just do a Google search it up. The old way we used to do the yellow pages, and just look and get an entire list of them. And what I would do, the first thing I wouldn't call them, I wouldn't email them because you're probably going to be disregarded. I would go by and just find out about their services and what they do. Let them know that you're not a client, and just find out and just ask them, do you ever come across any type of real estate that you need to liquidate? I found a bail bondsman that had 50 properties, and he's actually one of the biggest landlords. Now, he didn't sell me a property, but I wound up putting him on my buyer's list, and he wound up buying 5 properties from me. So not only do you have the ability to buy properties from me? A lot of times, especially if they're licensed real estate agents, that's a key indicator that they understand investment properties and they'd be a great person to work with. Maybe they wind up being your buyer. Maybe they wind up selling you properties. Really, the sky is the limit with these. And I have so much fun with bail bonds. One of my favorite people to visit because, we solve problems. They solve problems on such a high stress level. I could never do that business because think about it. If you have a loved one getting ready to go away, like these people will do anything to save a family member, just like you or I would. And I'm not here to judge. I don't do any of that. I just want to help people out. I want to buy real estate and I want to create a win-win situation. So you have to go into the relationship with the bail bondsman or bail bondswoman. By the way, there is a lot of females in this, and the females, a lot of times they're sharper because they have a real estate license, meaning they can transact on the property. So a lot of times they'll put them on the market to sell them. The key is if you form a relationship, you can get that done before. So I've never shared this before, and Zach's like, Zach says, listen, just go out and share it. And Zach thought, when I showed him the technique and we put it as part of our marketing routine, he thought it was like wild. And it's not, because I'm going to share more and more what I call niche secrets that aren't shared in the business. And I have a million more that I have. So do me a favor. If you like content like this, you like getting free wholesaling information from a guy that's been in the business 18 years, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share this video if you think someone of value of it. Guys, it's simple, but it's never talked about it. We're all looking for like the home run right away. I'm telling you, some of my best deals have come from a bail bondsman, bail bondswoman, and I want to share it with you because I'm only in one town in Florida. I can't imagine if you all go out and talk to bail bondsmen. Remember, these people are sharp. It's a very challenging business. If you think your sellers are difficult, they're dealing with your sellers under the stress of possibly going away to jail. So you have to go in with a big heart. A lot of the men are really tough in this business, so you got to have some thick skin when you do it. But you guys are in wholesaling. I know you have hugely thick skin. This is really cool, man. Like, I've never shared this before. So do me a favor, subscribe, share this video, hit the like if you like this video, and give me some feedback in the comments below. Are you going to reach out to your local bail bondsman? Guys, do not text them. Do not just cold call them. Go in, visit them, set up an appointment, take the owner for a cup of coffee or maybe a nice lunch and just talk to them. Let them know the services you provide. Do not run them over and tell them, I need real estate right away, because they're just going to tune you out, because a lot of people come to them with that. So guys, go out. Now you know the secret. Bail bonds women. It's a great niche. They secure property to fund their bonds, and a lot of these properties are vacant, clear and free, and they are the perfect properties for you. You're not going to find them on any type of special list. Now you could use listrei.com and search under private mortgages, or even possibly mechanic liens or private liens, and that might be a way to cross-reference the list. But in my opinion, it's easier just to go out and connect locally with the bail bondsman. It's just a faster path. And guys, have fun with it. Like, be real, have fun. Look at all the stuff they have. If they're tied to a pawn shop, it's even better. So guys, it's Rick with Flip with Rick, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.